All right, so in this episode, we're going to talk about component rendering and component composition. So last time we were showing the home component, but how did we actually render that to our page? Um, I'm going to go back to our route, our Angular router. So in this file, you are defining the URLs that map to your component. So with the base route, it is currently rendering our home component. So that's why when we visit the page, you can see that it is showing home here. And if we navigate away, it is showing our other component. Now that's one way of rendering a component, but there's ways that you can nest your components. So instead of, let's create a new component for our navigation. Right now, it's all just sitting in our app HTML. I really don't like this since it's you're putting all of the navigation logic in your root component. So that's kind of messy. So we're going to create another component. We'll call it nav. And following our previous method of generating components, we're going to right click on that newly created folder, and we're going to create a component using NX. So the path is already specified by using this method. I'm pretty sure I was confused about why I couldn't see which project to add it to, because we don't have modules anymore. So you don't have to specify a module to add this component to. So that's going back and trying to update my knowledge there. So we'll call it the nav component. Let's see if that is happy with it. Looks like it is. So I don't think we need to change anything else. Yeah, I'm just going to generate it as is, just so that we can see what we might want to update for next time. So let's open that component TS. And again, review from last time. The component generates with a selector, your templates, your styles, and the common module. So it's expecting that you'll need these. So we'll just go along and just leave these in here. But now I'm going to go back to our app component and just cut all of this out and paste it in our nav. All right. So now that we've done that, Angular is confused. What is P button again, and what is Daisy theme? So these were all imports in our previous component. We're going to remove these since they aren't required here anymore. Okay, save that. That looks clean. So we'll go back to our nav component and we'll start importing component. Dang it. Okay. Codium is perhaps helping. Slash prime ng. Really? Hold up. What was it before? Oh, it's not at in prime ng. Okay. So get this guy out of here. There we go. Has no export button. It's just called button. All right. So we'll import the button, and I want these a theme. I call it again? Losing my mind. It's just theme component. Okay. From NG Daisy. Yeah, that's my thing. All right. Clean that up. Theme component from theme component. There we go. Yeah. So my autocomplete works. What's happening over there? I don't know. Maybe because I didn't have the right thing. So let's see what happens if I just say button. Yeah, okay, now it works. I just thought it was something else. Because usually, that's actually interesting. Because I do remember seeing something about component not being required anymore when creating these classes. Is it still gonna complain? Yeah, okay. It still complains for me. From the style guide. Oh well. I'll have to find out what they're doing over there, and what the new component authoring syntax, or maybe it's the linter, but something. Okay, so let's go back. Ah, okay. So we have router link that's still missing, so we're gonna import the router module, or just router link. If you're looking to import specific features, it's actually good to just import the thing that you need. Unless you're going to import like 5-6 things, then if they still provide the module, then you can import the module. It is cleaner if it's just one import. I've seen some libraries where they group the components into a components array, so maybe that's something in your library that you might want to do. What else can we do? Something we're missing is the theme. So I'm gonna cut this from the app component and paste it in our nav. All right, that should fix everything up, but we haven't actually brought it in. So we want to have app nav over here. And you may have seen that was a little quick. So when I finished typing app nav, it brought up a menu to the context menu to import. So what it actually did there was it brought our nav component in from that context menu. So that is a little nice little quality of life addition. So that should be everything we need to put our nav back at the top of the page. Yeah, so it didn't change much, but our code has certainly changed. So now instead of everything, all of our logic being in the root component, our navigation logic now is nicely refactored away into a neat little bundle. And then you can edit this without having to touch any of the app component code. The app component, pretty sure I mentioned, should have as little code as possible and only deal with initialization of some things. It should not ever do everything in your app. That defeats the purpose of having components and having this component architecture that lets us break things down into these neat little bundles. All right. So that's a little bit about component composition and rendering. We also imported our own components into our app root. So a little bit of everything this time. Creating the component and looking at what we did previously with the router. So that's going to be end of it for today, and see you next time.